Which vice do you wish you could give up?
Advice that I wish I could give up is sleeping late. Guys, I'm most active at night, like past midnight. That's when the ideas are flowing. My husband is just shaking his head.
Which series are you currently watching?
I am currently in between series. You know when people are in between jobs? I'm in between series. I've been watching Chicago PD and I finished, and now I'm just like, what do I watch?
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
So should they can be ghetto. So today I had water before I left home and I ate. I'm going to share my content creation journey, and hopefully these tips will help you, a budding content creator, knowing how I started and how I've managed to get to this point.
Later in this video, I'll be sharing a few things about me that you probably didn't know, so stick around.
If you are new here, please subscribe. If you're a returning subby, what's up my sunny? Let's get into the video. When I started out on the internet, I opened an Instagram account. I'd always had a personal account, but I opened a separate one. And my intention for that was to just share encouraging quotes and empower people. But I never had any intention of showing my face ever. So I opened that account in August of 2019. So when I did that, it was just to empower people, encourage them, and that was it. But slowly God kept on unfolding what my purpose was. My purpose is rooted in empowering people, and beyond that, it's also rooted in marriage. So in September of 2021 is when I started actively creating content the way that I do, and my journey of influencing. So when I started, guys, I feared doing this, facing the camera and talking. I was just like, how do they do it? How can I ever do that? I didn't think that I would ever do it. But one thing that has helped me is to constantly do it. When you do something more than once, when you're constantly doing something, you build the muscle for it, you get more confident, you even get more articulate. So if you're planning to start your journey in content creation, just start. Start unsure, start feeling insecure, but start. And as you continue to move along that journey, you get more confident. God continues. It's like taking a step of faith. So God continues to show you what the plan is. Yeah. So when we started out on YouTube, it has been a year and 6 months. So about 18 months on YouTube. We had no camera. We had no light. But we said, God, 1st February, our first video goes out. And indeed, on 1st February, the video went out. If you want to watch our first video, just scroll down and watch. That time, I had just microbladed my eyebrows. They were scabbing. They looked so dark, but I had to keep that promise that I made to myself. So when you want to start, set a date and keep that promise that you have made to yourself, yeah? And on Instagram, I vowed that I would be showing up every single day. Yeah, that was to build my muscle of confidence, but also to build the discipline, because I know that this is bigger than me. I have been called to this space to serve more than me. It's beyond me. The moment it becomes about you, the moment it becomes about the money, those things are fading, they are fleeting, and you won't be able to sustain them for the long haul. So find something that is bigger than you. Let your why be bigger than you. For me, mine is rooted in God. Mine is rooted in empowering people, and that keeps me up at night. You find me at 2 a.m. and I'm planning content, because I know that this purpose serves more than me. It serves you right now, but it also serves someone who is coming 5 years from now, someone who hasn't found Daisy Sunshine yet. It serves them. Yeah, so that's how I started on Instagram. And you'll think that on Instagram, when I started on Instagram, I had the best phone. I did not. I think when I started, I had the iPhone 5S, and then I think a year later my husband gifted me the XR, and then slowly I kept on upgrading. So you don't have to wait to have the best phone, the latest phone. Just start. As long as you have something to say, something of value, something that people want, they are going to stick around and they will find you. Your tribe will always find you. And I have to say, when you're starting out in content creation, please, please, please be authentic. Be authentic. Bring yourself as raw and real as you are, because that is the thing that is going to keep people there. That is the thing that is going to impact people. No one wakes up and looks like this every day. You get up and you choose to look like that. So show us your good days, show us your bad days. Be relatable. No one has a perfect life. Yeah, so be relatable. Whatever content you decide that you are called to share, whatever content you discover you are called to share, be authentic. Show us your good days, show us your bad days. Let us in on the times that you're feeling bad, on the times that you're feeling good. You are easy to relate to, and it's easy for us to learn from you. Yesterday, someone DM'd me when I shared that I was planning for shoot day and asked me, how do you get the topics for shoot day? How did you find your niche and all that? So finding the niche, I didn't even know it was called a niche, but I just knew that I was called to empower people, and I was also called to serve in marriage. And slowly God kept on unfolding that. So there will be that one thing that your heart beats for, like when someone wakes you up at 4 a.m., this is the thing that you can talk about without thinking twice. So now allow God to clearly unfold what that looks like for you. And then when it comes to topics, I am constantly consuming YouTube content. I am constantly learning. I am constantly pouring into my cup. So slowly those topics start to come out in your mind, like, okay, I think I can talk about this. Okay, I think there's a need for us to talk about this. Okay, I think also look at your DMs. What are people asking you? Because many of those questions show the need that people have. Yeah, I never thought that I'd be sharing about my content creation journey, but now the questions are coming. People see me going for meetings and they're wondering, what are those meetings? Where are you going? Why do you have to have meetings? They think your life is just, hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. No. Yeah, so we have to look for work, because this is my career, this is where I earn from. So we have to meet with clients, show them the things that you can do, because by God's grace, He has been able to give me a platform where I have influence over 20,000 followers. So it is something that I don't take for granted. Every one of those people that follow me on Instagram, every one of you who subscribes to my YouTube channel, you mean a lot to me, and I stay up at night wondering, how can I impact these people? So it has to, your why has to be way bigger than you. Way bigger than you. It can't be fickle. It can't be, I have to reach 20K. No. It has to be way bigger than you. Content creation has forced me to get out of my comfort zone. I keep saying growth cannot happen in your comfort zone. So it has forced me to come out of my comfort zone, as starting without a camera, like there've been so many comments that would make you want to give up. In March of this year, I told one of my friends, you know what, like today for the first time, I considered closing my account, because yes, the internet has good people, but it also has bad people. And we who are behind the camera are human beings, and sometimes those comments get to you. But when you remember what your why is, it's the thing that will keep you going. It's the thing that will keep you, you know what, someone has said this, but I'm going to show up anyway. And so get out of your comfort zone, be open to growth, okay? Growth will happen in so many ways, but growth will not happen in your comfort zone. Watch what other people are doing and see, how can I do that, but do it in my own way. The way that Daisy does something is never going to be the same way that someone else does it. So find out, how can I do what Daisy is doing, but in my way. So personalize it, okay? Personalize it. Don't copy people. Don't try to be like someone. Don't try to talk like someone. Talk like yourself, but see how you can do what they're doing in a better way. The world needs you. You have a voice. You have a voice to share. You have people to impact. So find how you can do that in the best way. When the year started in 2023, we didn't have a camera of our own. So for the last 1 year, we were using my cousin's camera. So in January, I really wanted us to get another camera, but I didn't think it was going to happen then. So God somehow just pushed us out of our comfort zone. The camera we're using was no longer as available. So I was like, oh my God, like how can you call me to this space, and then now we are struggling to find equipment to use. So for like the first, those videos in January were shot on my phone, and somehow God opened doors and we were able to get a camera of our own. He has kept on opening doors, and now we've been able to get microphones, we're able to get lights. Like when you take a step of faith, there's a way that God will provide for you. The things that have happened this year, honestly, when I was writing down my goals for the year, I didn't see them coming. So we just took a step of faith and God provided for us. And I was telling Mark and I were talking the other day, and we were like, you know what if God decides to make this a media house? Because when we started out, we had absolutely no equipment, and being honest, we didn't have the money to even pay a crew to come and shoot us. We just decided we're going to do it ourselves. So Mark is the one who edits the videos. So he has learned how to edit. We have become very self-sufficient. And I like the fact that we're able to have our own equipment. So if anything happens, we can still create the content on our own without relying on a company or an individual. So whatever journey God has set you out on, take it on in faith. Everyone has a different journey. The way my journey looks will never be the way that your journey looks. So take that step of faith. If God allows you to take a certain journey, just follow him, follow his leading. So now our equipment arsenal has grown, and I know that that can only be God. Starting on this journey is going to require you to have a crazy amount of faith. I keep saying it's crazy faith. You step out and say, I am going to market this brand, and you just believe that God is going to make it work. God is going to give you favor. This is going to be something that your audience actually needs. I was talking to one of my clients this week, and she said, we've only been working together for about a month now, and she said, Daisy, there are already 36 clients. And I'm just like, what? I was so humbled. I was so humbled because it's been less than a month. It's not like I'm posting about them every day, but it really humbled me. So it takes a crazy amount of faith, knowing that I will do the work, but then I surrender it to someone bigger than me, and that is God. It is God who goes before me. It is God who introduces me. I keep telling my PA that it is God who introduces me. It's not Daisy. In my own strength, I can do absolutely nothing, but it's God who has allowed me to grow that the way that I have. It is God who has allowed me to reach where I am. So if you're planning to get onto the content creation journey, or you're even already there and you're struggling, I hope that this video encourages you and shows you that it's beyond you. Your calling is bigger than you. Your calling is, it's big. Sometimes I see some of the things that God wants to do through me, and my heart my heart just shakes, my heart quivers, and you know that feeling where you just want to stretch like there are butterflies in your tummy. That's how I've been feeling this last half of the year. I'm like, God, that is so huge. How do you want to do that through me? Yeah, like how are you going to, yeah, crazy faith. So I'm just walking this journey in faith and trusting God to introduce me, to hold my hand while I do this work.
What's the best thing that has happened to you this year?
This year, I think the best thing that has happened to me is getting a PA. I have a personal assistant, and it has changed everything for me. We started working together in May. I have become more efficient. I am not as tired as I was. I have been able to even get more business, more clients, and having a partner on this journey is just amazing. So I'm grateful for my PA.
What is something that you do not want to be doing in the next 10 years?
Giving birth. I don't want to be having any more babies in the next 10 years, please. Yeah.
Which series are you currently watching?
I am currently in between series. You know, when people are in between jobs, I'm in between series. I've been watching Chicago PD, and I finished, and now I'm just like, what do I watch? So yesterday I was on Google, Googling medical series because I like medical shows. So I'm trying to find something. If you are watching something and can recommend, please recommend in the comments. I'm happy to try them out.
What's that random skill you have that nobody knows about?
I think you now know, you now all know about it, but I sing. I like to sing. I love to sing. I think I sing well. Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
So should they can be ghetto. So today I had water before I left home, and I ate 2 slices of pizza. Yeah,
What's your guilty pleasure?
chocolate, 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 chocolate. If you love me, you want to make me happy, just send me chocolate. I love chocolate. I love perfume. Those two are my guilty pleasures. On any given day, I don't wear one perfume. I wear at least two.
Dark or white chocolate?
Dark, dark chocolate.
What's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret is that I think this one we share, Mark and I, is that we didn't start saving early. So in the first years of our marriage, guys, I've said here before, we were balling. We had absolutely no financial literacy. Any money that would come in, where do we go? What do we buy? What's the most so that we didn't start saving early, but now we know better and we're doing better. Yeah.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is two-faced people, people who are not genuine. Like they show you that they're one thing and then the next day they're something else, or behind your back they're something else. That I cannot tolerate for the love of me. I hate it.
Which song do you have on repeat?
This week, the song I've been listening to a lot is, first of all, Pompey songs. Pompey! Pompey songs. But the one specific one I've been playing on repeat is called, it's a Nigerian song. Eze Ebube. Grace of God. Yeah, that's what I've been listening to a lot.
Why?
I just love it. I had it at a wedding and I loved it. It was during the ceremony. I loved it. I went back home, started playing it on YouTube on repeat. It's beautiful. I might link it in the description.
Sweet or savory?
Savory any day. I prefer savory to sweet. Although I also have a sweet tooth. I have that thing where after I've eaten savory, I want something sweet to like crown it off. Are you like me? I know many people are like that.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
So the best compliment I've received, I think, came this month, August. Came in the month of August. Someone commented and said she loves how I share on marriage and the fact that it's not judgmental. It's graceful. That was one of my favorite compliments. My love language, my work love language is words of affirmation. So when someone affirms my work, it always humbles me. Yeah.
Then what's your non-work love language?
My non-work love language, my love language is touch, physical touch.
What's a cause that's most important to you?
A cause that's important to me is empowering, especially young women. That's something that is very close to my heart. And there's something that we're going to do in October, so just keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, it's a charity event.
Which vice do you wish you could give up?
Advice that I wish I could give up is sleeping late. Guys, I'm most active at night, like past midnight. That's when the ideas are flowing. My husband is just shaking his head. That's when my ideas are flowing. That's when I'm creative. But then, yeah, I'm trying. The other day I posted, I'm a morning person. Yeah, so I'm trying to do better, go to bed earlier because my brain needs the shutdown.
How do you intend to do it?
How do I intend to do it? Honestly, I don't know. But something that I've been doing is having dinner way early and putting the kids in bed by 7:30 so that we have a bit of time to do all those things when the house is quiet because I like to work when no one is calling me mommy. It's quiet and the ideas are flowing. So now we put them to bed by 7:38. They're in bed and then I'm able to do my work and watch whatever I want to watch and then go to bed early.
So I'm guessing you have an accountability partner.
I don't have an accountability partner per se, but I told Mark, because Mark likes to go to bed early. So I told him, babe, when you're going to bed, don't leave me. Don't leave me in the living room. Yeah, so he's the one who is trying to hold me accountable. Yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed finding out about some details about me. If you are new, please subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it means everything to me. And if you are a returning subby, thank you for staying, Sunny, and I am rooting for you. See you next Thursday.